Good morning, everyone. To continue our discussion in differentiated instruction, how is instruction differentiated? According to Bender in 2002, as cited by GN3, identified elements of the curriculum that can be differentiated: content, process, product, learning environment in response to the student's characteristics, interests, readiness, and learning profile. Differentiating instruction may mean teaching the same material to all students using a variety of instructional strategies, or it may require the teacher to deliver lessons at varying levels of difficulty based on the ability of each student. There are four ways to differentiate instructions. First, content. As you already know, fundamental lesson content should cover the standards of learning set by the school district or state educational standards. But some students in your class may be completely unfamiliar with the concept in a lesson. Some students may have partial mastery, and some students may already be familiar with the content before the lesson begins. Students who are unfamiliar with lessons could be required to complete tasks on the lower levels, remembering and understanding. Students with some mastery could be asked to apply and analyze the content, and students who have high levels of mastery could be asked to complete tasks in the areas of evaluating and creating. These are the examples of differentiating activities: match vocabulary words to definitions, read a passage of a text and answer related question, identify an author's position, provide evidence to support this viewpoint, create a PowerPoint presentation summarizing all the lessons. Second way to differentiate instruction: process. Each student has a preferred learning style, and successful differentiation includes delivering the material to each style: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, and through words. This process-related method also addresses the fact that not all students require the same amount of support from the teacher, and students will choose to work in pairs, small groups, or individual. And while some students may benefit from one-on-one interaction with you or the classroom aid, others may be able to progress by themselves. Teachers can enhance students' learning by offering support based on individual needs. Examples of differentiating the process: provide textbooks for visual and word learners, allow auditory learners to listen to audiobooks, give kinesthetic learners the opportunity to complete an interactive assignment online. Third way to differentiate instruction: product. The product is what the student creates at the end of the lesson to demonstrate the mastery of the content. This can be in the form of tests, projects, reports, or other activities. You could assign students to complete activities that show mastery of an educational concept in a way the students prefer based on learning styles. These are the examples of differentiating the end product. Read and write learners write a book report. Visual learners create a graphic organizer of the story. Auditory learners give an oral report. Kinesthetic learners build a diorama illustrating the story. Fourth way to differentiate instruction: learning environment. The conditions for optimal learning include both physical and psychological elements. A flexible classroom layout is key, incorporating various types of furniture, and arrangements to support both individual and group work. Psychologically speaking, teachers should use classroom management techniques that support a safe and supportive learning environment. These are the examples of differentiating the environment. Break some students into reading groups, discuss the assignment, allow students to read individually if preferred, create quiet space where there are no distractions. As an overview, differentiation is achieved by providing materials and tasks at varied levels of difficulty, with varying levels of instructional support, by using multiple growing arrangement that involve student choice and use varied evaluation strategies. The benefits of differentiation in the classroom are often accompanied by the drawback of an ever-increasing workload. There are few factors to keep in mind. First, when students are given more options on how they can learn material, they can take on more responsibility for their own learning. Second, students appear to be more engaged in learning and there are reportedly fewer discipline problems in the classrooms, where teachers provide differentiated lessons. As teachers, you must know your curriculum. You are suggested to revisit or identify which are non-negotiable and negotiable learning objectives and tasks. You may create a class profile to provide an overview of the class characteristics and needs. You are also expected to know your students' interests, readiness based on diagnostic data, and learning styles based on their strengths and needs. The goal is to start small and take simple steps toward differentiating instruction. This table provides a guide on how to effectively differentiate in the classroom.